Justice Mahadev Govind Ranade was a distinguished Indian scholar, social reformer and author. He was a founding member of the Indian National Congress and owned several designations as member of the Bombay Legislative Council, member of the Finance Committee at the Centre, and the Judge of Bombay High Court. Murli Devidas Amt, popularly known as Bubba Amt, was an Indian social worker and social activist known particularly for his work for the rehabilitation and empowerment of poor people suffering from leprosy. Swami Sahajanand Saraswati, born in Gazipur district, United Province in British India, was an ascetic, a nationalist and a peasant leader of India. Although born in United Province, his social and political activities focused mostly on Bihar in the initial days, and gradually spread to the rest of India with the formation of the All India Kisan Sabha. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee was a great poet and novelist. In his famous book Kamalakantar Daffer pointed out the social evils and blind beliefs prevalent in Indian society, which were pertaining to injustice to the poor and the downtrodden. Mahatma Jyotirao Govindrao Phule was an Indian activist, thinker, social reformer, writer and theologist from Maharashtra. He and his wife, Savitribai Phule, were pioneers of women's education in India. Meta Patkar is an Indian social activist and social reformer turned politician. She is the founder member of Narmada Bachel Andolan and was national convener of National Alliance of People's Movements, an alliance of progressive people's organizations. Kiran Bedi is an Indian politician, social activist, former tennis player and a retired police officer. Bedi joined the Indian Police Service in 1972, becoming its first woman officer. As a teenager, Bedi became the national junior tennis champion in 1966. Vinayak Nehru or Vinoba Bhave was an Indian advocate of nonviolence and human rights. Often called Akriya, he is best known for the Buddhism movement. He is considered as a national teacher of India and the spiritual successor of Mohandas Gandhi. Swami Vivekananda, born Narendranath Datta, was an Indian Hindu monk and chief disciple of the 19th century Saint Ramakrishna. He was a key figure in the introduction of the Indian philosophies of Vedanta and Yoga to the Western world and is credited with raising interfaith awareness, bringing Hinduism to the status of a major world religion during the late 19th century. Ramakrishna, born Gadadhar Chatterjee or Gadadhar Chattopadhyay, was an Indian mystic during the 19th century. His religious school of thought led to the formation of the Ramakrishna mission by his chief disciple Swami Vivekananda. Ishwar Chandra Vinyaskar, born Ishwar Chandra Bandyopadhyay, was an Indian Bengali polymath and a key figure of the Bengal Renaissance. He was a philosopher, academic educator, writer, translator, printer, publisher, entrepreneur, reformer, and philanthropist. Shahabuddin Muhammad Shah Jahan was the fifth Mughal emperor of India. He is also known as Shah Jahan I. He ruled from 1628 until 1658. Born Prince Khurram, he was the son of Emperor Jahangir and his Hindu Rajput wife, Taj Bibi Bilqis Makhani. He was chosen as successor to the throne after the death of his father in 1627. Raja Ram Mohan Roy is known as the maker of modern India. He was the founder of the Brahmo Samaj, one of the first Indian socio-religious reform movements. He played a major role in abolishing the role of sati. Gopabandhu Das known as Udkalamani was a social worker, reformer, political activist, journalist, poet and essayist. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, popularly known as Baba Saheb, was an Indian jurist, economist, politician and social reformer who inspired the modern Buddhist movement and campaigned against social discrimination against untouchables, women and labor. Annie Besant was a prominent British socialist, theosophist, women's rights activist, writer and orator and supporter of Irish and Indian self-rule. In 1867, Annie at age 20, married Frank Besant, a clergyman, and they had 2 children, but Annie's increasingly anti-religious views led to a legal separation in 1873. Blessed Teresa of Calcutta, Mick, commonly known as Mother Teresa, was a Roman Catholic religious sister and missionary who lived most of her life in India. She was born in today's Macedonia, with her family being of Albanian descent originating in Kosovo. Shivaji Bhonsle, also known as Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, was an Indian warrior king and a member of the Bhonsle Maratha clan. Shivaji carved out an enclave from the declining Adil Shahi Sultanate of Bijapur that formed the genesis of the Maratha Empire. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was the preeminent leader of Indian independence movement in British-ruled India. Employing non-violent civil disobedience, Gandhi led India to independence and inspired movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. Shahaji II of the Bhosle dynasty was the Raja 1894 to 1901 Maharaja of the Indian princely state of Kolhapur. Dayanand Saraswati born was a Hindu religious leader who founded the Arya Samaj, a Hindu reform movement of the Vedic tradition. He was a profound scholar of the Vedic lore and Sanskrit language. He was the first to give the call for Swarajya as India for Indians so in 1876, later taken up by Lokmanya Tilak.
We'll be right back.